June 23, 2023. Ukraine War, 9 years and 4 months. A brief update. Big picture. The heaviest fighting appears to be in the north, in Luhansk Oblast near the Donets. Ukraine is currently drafting more soldiers, possibly as many as 3 divisions worth, another 30 to 40,000. Russia is claiming the institution of the creation of 3 armies, supposedly 150,000 to 170,000 new troops. Shoigu's private army of prisoners and mercenaries, affectionately called Patriot, has with great effectiveness taken up the cannon fodder roles for Wagner. Ukraine continues to make successful reducing attacks on the Zaporizhia front. Disclaimer. Overview at time of writing. Information from public sources, not intended to be complete representations of combat zones. In addition to fog of war, Kiev and Moscow engage in propaganda campaigns. We bias towards Ukraine. Reports of unchanged lines do not intend to imply that no fighting, losses, or victories have occurred. Some information is expected to be on delay. We are not funded. Like and subscribe if you appreciated anything you heard. Dnieper Line. A civilian worker for the city of Kherson was killed in a shelling attack on the rail line. Zaporizhia front. Russia attempted an assault on Ukrainian positions at the Molry-Yali River valley south of Velika Novosilka and were repelled. The recent addition of a small sector of the heights in this area offers some reprieve and a new attack route for Ukraine. Fighting south of Oskil along the Lomonosova road continues, as Ukraine fights here against the first line of prepared defenses, which were not completed by the Kremlin. East Front, Donetsk. Conflicting reports of ongoing fighting south of Avdiivka. Chechenian troops are utilized as cannon fodder in frontal attacks, and successes are disputed by both sides. Bakhmut area. Shelling overnight may have damaged Ukrainian supply, but the line was quiet. Oskil border front. According to Deep State, as many as 6 Kremlin divisions, if full nearly 70,000 troops or more, are currently attacking or supporting attacks on the front between Lysychansk or Bilohorivka and Krasnorikensky. Other maps of this area show only a couple of Moscow's divisions, backed by a few loose brigades. Access to supply is limited for Ukraine. Moscow has use of the P-66 highway and a parallel rail line, both running a few miles from the front. Further north, Moscow mouthpieces are reporting the Kremlin has pushed its troops into the entire forest north of Kupiansk and is attacking the village of Sinkivka as we speak. Northern border. Shelling ongoing. It seems that rail cars in Kursk were freely smoking. Black Sea. Russia is currently patrolling with a Kilo-class diesel-electric submarine, capable of firing Kalibr missiles with no warning. Ukraine appears to have hit Kremlin troop facilities and command centers near Henichesk. These facilities were only a few kilometers from the large munitions facility at the rail depot in this area. Ukraine world-related. The papacy in Rome is sending Cardinal Krajewski of Poland to Kherson with donated medicines and medical supplies, largely from South Korean donations, to assist the residents in recovery from flooding. Prigozhin made a recording telling his listeners that the Kremlin was lying about the reasons that Ukraine was invaded, calling the Moscow team, what translates to, mentally ill scumbags. We aim to bring more. Do like and subscribe.